All right, so it's been a quiet session ahead of tomorrow's FOMC gathering, but there are hot areas, as there usually are, including quantum computing, folks. It is now sizzling again. Since I featured them on the show on November 20th, these are the three names that I talked about. This is your five-bagger, folks, 5 times. I don't know who bought it, but you guys take me every now and then. You hit me up on social media. So I know some people there, you're at 500% there. All of these names have done extraordinarily well. But the reason quantum computer is up, they announced a contract today, a major deal with NASA, right? So it's a 5-bagger in 3 weeks. If you bought it, I think you'll be able to pay your cable bill. You'll watch the show, right? Meanwhile, other hot stocks are letting off a little bit of steam. What will happen next? What do we need really after we get through this little calming period for the next leg higher? Well, let's bring in a man who probably knows. Keith Fitz-Gerald from the Fitz-Gerald Group is with us. Keith, you know, one thing I got to tell you is I'm always impressed with your ability to find these stocks before everyone, hold them, even through rough patches, right? Now, I know on this list that you were long IonQ already. What is it that you saw in quantum computing that made you buy the stock?
Well, it's a breakthrough technology, both literally and figuratively. But what I saw was a commercially viable platform that was ahead of the competition. Now they're going to be at scale. It results in improved efficiency. It was deployed in the cloud. There are real revenue sources plowing into it. So I look very hard at what companies are really doing, not just what the stories about the companies suggest they're doing.
All right, let's talk about a name that I know you like, that you've been in for a while, Nvidia. Some anxiety breaking out here. So just to be nitpicky, right now we're under the 50-day moving average. Of course, the 200-day moving average is a long ways down from here. And the last time that the stock sort of got shaky like this, you know, made a couple of big moves toward the 90s, right, low 90s. Hold it, stay the course.
Well, I'm in the hold it camp, and I'll tell you why. We've been here so many times before. We know this play down pat. We know every line there is. The haters are always going to be out there. But you're talking about a stock, Charles, at a time when AI is fundamentally going to change human history. You're talking about a stock that has run 20,000+%, several thousand% just in the last few years alone. So, you know, 10% to me is not a big deal. I hope I'm smart enough to buy more shares. This company is not going anywhere. They're selling every chip they can make, and people are running to them, not away from them.
People are also running toward Palantir and Tesla. Again, at the beginning of the year, everyone on Wall Street hated these names. They hated these names, and now they're being pulled into them. You've been in both of them for a long time. Tesla down 16% at one point, up 223% since then. I lost track of Palantir. Are you holding them?
Yes, I am. I am not smart enough to predict what happens next, but I'm telling you, I think that both of these companies are still early days. I think we're another 3 to 5x from here in a few years. The FOMO crowd hasn't even gotten involved yet. You're talking about institutional ownership. You're talking about massive change in computational power, the way we use data, interpret data. Both of these companies, I think, are 2 of the best AI plays on the planet.
I got less than a minute to go, Keith. Work with me here because you made an interesting statement. Tomorrow's FOMC decision. You said that the results from General Mills, Nike, and FedEx will supersede, be more important than the Fed's decision. Why?
Well, I think the Fed is making it up as they go along. CEOs, on the other hand, have to get it right because they have your money and the investors' interests at heart. I think we're going to find out whether or not consumers are still going down market. We're going to find out whether their wallets are still stretched. And we're going to find out what the digital economy is really doing to our world. Chairman Powell has no idea about any of these things because he's playing with academics in a model that I would submit is badly broken.
Yeah, and you know what? I had most of Wall Street either. Every now and then, listen to a conference call. Every now and then, read the data. I mean, golly, it's so crazy.
Exactly.
Continued success, Keith. You're really killing it. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Charles.